Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, alpha traders. What do we got going on in these markets this, what is it, Wednesday? Wednesday morning, am I even right? I lose track of time here. It is Wednesday. Beautiful. All right, guys, Bitcoin's on the rampage again. Yesterday, this little pullback we had, second standard deviation move, got a wick right down to it. Ended up having a nice daily close above the daily range, and during the live stream yesterday, it's exactly what I was talking about happening. I wanted to get back in the 68.3 Laplace distribution range. That is this range between these white cross lines right here. Let me go over into this Discord right now and share a chart with these fine folks. There we go. Beautiful. All right, let's see here. I'm just telling everybody. So yesterday, I wanted to close back in the 68.3 Laplace distribution range, and we did. We closed it above the daily range. I'll go for that. No problem at all. Right at the first standard deviation on that last 4-hour candle. So this new day, pulled back twice to the bottom of the daily volatility range, and since then we have ran up to the 95.4 Laplace distribution range on this daily candle. Beautiful. Actually had one pull back to the first standard deviation normal distribution that brought that back up to that 95.4. What's Bitcoin going to do now? Let's take a quick peek over here. Let's go to the daily chart. Don't really need to look at the weekly. And that 4-hour is a beaut. Wait till we get to it. So here's the daily. Let's take a quick peek here. Was there any hidden from the cross? Where'd this cross up at? Right from the bounce on the 9 and 33 log MA and the reverse wave trend. I will use that area. It's already setting up. Daily's already setting up some hidden bull divergence. Look at the strong trend right now. All the volatility on the daily is expanding, positively correlated. Returns oscillator has not crossed the zero mean again. DLP is showing a little bit of bear divergence here. We're gonna have to wait and let this play out. The 4-hour, we're gonna get to it. You'll see here real shortly. Pop down here. 4-hour. Here's yesterday, and we were talking, or when that set up. Let's see here. When was that? Yeah. Yesterday, right when that stream, I was talking about this hidden bull on the 4-hour. When did we get the big move? Right when it crossed the zero mean. Okay, actually came back, crossed the zero mean, laid down for a little bit, and then launched off of it. Higher high on the returns oscillator, so no bear div set in. Look at these nice higher highs here. This whole run on the returns oscillator. Seen a little bit of something different on the DLP, right? There is a lot of bear div here. This returns oscillator looks strong though. 4-hour trying to drop back in the trend after it came back into the random walk. See, it's got a little ways to go here to this second standard deviation band. Low length volatility is contracting, negatively correlated. I'm gonna have to blow this up here. Looks like the other two though, 981, 2400 are contracting, positively correlated. It's looking like 2400 wants to break negative. 981 correlation looks pretty damn strong, so we're gonna have to keep an eye on this. Take a quick peek here. What's this variance doing? Yep, 4 hours still having an outlier. That is beautiful. Boy, the low barely got below the 9 log MA on the 4-hour. Kicking up off these power mean bands, right? Different lengths of power means, but it is very powerful indeed. Let's see what this 90-minute looks like. Little contraction, low length volatility, negatively correlated. Actually, 981 is contracting as well, negatively correlated. Blow this up. 2400, kind of flat. Look, tiny bit of expansion, negatively correlated. I do like here on the 90-minute variance coming down, negatively correlated. Had a higher high on the returns oscillator as well. Already setting up hidden bull div on the 90-minute. Trending on the 90-minute as well. Our beautiful entropy indicator down here. Trend is starting to weaken a little bit. It still looks good though, especially with this low length. The 981 and 636 volatility contracting, negatively correlated. That's all good. Way outside the power mean band. This is what happened on 90-minute the other day, right? Came back, tested that wave trend. Man, nice bounce. Got up above, rejected on the 9 log MA right there, bounced off the 33 power mean to where we're at right now. Let's see this 45. Hidden bull divergence setting up as we speak. Variance as well on the 45 was coming down, negatively correlated. Entropy is turning up. Prediction model has not broke. Let's see here. We have got 981 is still expanding. I see it. To see the tip of it above the 2400. It's positively correlated. 2400 contracting negative. Low length is contracting positive. We're probably going to, could get a little down move. Doji, if anything. See what happens. We're going to see the returns oscillator looks like it's going to turn up right here on the 2 SD band. I mean, a tiny bit of bear div on the DLP. Now, from right here, let me see, where was this high at? Where was this high? Right there, little pit stop right at the bottom side of the reverse wave trend. That's okay. That's a little far back though. I would have to reset my returns oscillator to see if that div's even there, and I would imagine it probably isn't. Considering, Jesus, I just stuttered there. Sorry. Considering this was below the zero mean, I have to keep an eye on this variance. Let's see what happens there. Let me drop to the 33 minute. Okay. So here now we're seeing some bear div, right? Returns oscillators below the zero mean. Boy, look at this prediction model though. Even on the 33 minute. This is heading back into a random walk. Low length volatility is expanding now, positively correlated. But 981 contracting, positive, 2400 expanding, negative. Are we going to get a test of the top side of the power mean band here? Right around the market open, maybe? Let's see here. What's that? 51.1. It's only about 500 bucks. 540 bucks. That variance is negatively correlated. Finishing off its contraction. Let's see here. Definitely got some bear div on the DLP, and like I said, returns oscillator is below the zero mean. All right, here's the high. You know what? That's just that first candle, though. I do not like that. Do not like that. We're gonna have to use. You know what, man? Boy, if anything, from the cross down, this thing is setting up some hidden bull. Wow, what the heck is happening here? Let me see. I don't know if I like that. I would rather that be going up. No, we're going to clean out the 33 minute. I don't like any of that div that's setting up. Look, here on the 90 minute, you got wave trend crossing up Fisher right now too. Could we possibly see this 9 log MA throughout the day here on the 33 minute? If this data set stays up by the 95 for Laplace, at least above the first standard deviation. Look where that's at, 51.1, right? 51.1. And that was, wait a minute here. That was on that, was that on the 90 minute? Hold on, give me a sec here. 51.1. No, it wasn't the 90 minute. Was it the 45? Maybe the 33. I'll find that number again. Give me 1 second. Something was right there at 51.1. What the heck was it? Was it the 33? Come on now. Yeah, top side of the power mean band, 51.1. Okay. So that is the first standard deviation on the daily time frame for Bitcoin that it is above right now. It could find support, and we do got confluence with top side of the power mean band on the 33 minute. 51.1 is an area I'm looking at, but I'm telling you, man, BTC is bullish right now. There is a lot of buy pressure going on. You can tell when you turn up out a trend and that prediction model doesn't break. Hey, now let's party. We're hanging on to the 15-minute 9 log MA. That helps a lot. You break this, you break that log MA right there. We could see some wave trend. This is rising. Like I said, if it stays above the first standard deviation, guys, within a couple hours, this thing's probably going to be at about 51.1, right? And that's only, hell, about an hour and a half. See what happens by the end of the stream here. By the end of the stream, let's see where this reverse wave trend's at. I'm going to say right around 51, 51.1, something like that. If the price action stays above the 1 SD, remember that. There was the pullback right there, 51.1. Right, that was nailing the 1 SD. Let's see here on the. Went a little deeper. Yeah, pulled right back up. Got a little continuation on this new 4-hour candle. Interesting. Now, let's go over here on this. I've got this already set up. This is the weekly RMLRs. We got a target above head that, in my opinion, Bitcoin's running to. Talked about this at the beginning of the week. Let's see, 53,879. 53,879. Let's see what we got up here. Let's see what we got up here. 53,879. Well, boy, that's pretty damn close. So you got a monthly level here. Which one? Let's see here. Which one? I think it's a second. Yeah, indeed. Yep. First, second. So you're going to have the second monthly resistance level right at about 50. Let's get an exact number. 53,644. Is that right? Hold on here. No, 53,805. 53,805. RMLR 53,877. And that is on the weekly. And that's dead on. A little bit above 95 for Laplace on the weekly. Definitely doable. But right now, there's a 95.4% chance Bitcoin doesn't close the weekly above 53,575. Can we get a wick to that RMLR at 879? Absolutely, we could. Let's see how this plays out. I do like this, though. I like this weekly. I'm pretty sure this thing's looking like it's wanting to tap. Let's see here. Could get a quick pullback here. Let me take a quick peek. Let me take a quick peek at Dixie. Still running? Oh, yeah. Probably crushing gold. Let's see here. I would imagine gold's down around 1990. I have not even looked at this either. I'm just where Dixie's at and what gold was doing yesterday, I would imagine. So let's see. Woohoo! That was only 28 cents off. 18 cents off. Looks like gold's peeling out here. Let's take a quick peek. Man, that 15-minute candle on Dixie just wrecked everybody, right? Got stifled. So when Dixie at the end of the day got above second standard deviation, immediately right there, 95.4% chance it closed inside that blue cross line. Did it? Absolutely it did. Tested the top side of the daily volatility range, kind of ranging right now inside the 68.3 Laplace distribution range. That's these white cross lines right here. Gold. Oh boy, gold. You're about to get yourself in a shitload of trouble, son. We talked yesterday about how deep this could go. God, this is ugly. I did see Peter Schiff's out there shilling. Bitcoin's going to 100 grand. You gotta love it. You know we're in clown world when Mr. Schiff is out there shilling Bitcoin. Let's freaking go. Don't fool yourself. That guy's got Bitcoin. I don't know how much he's got, but he's got quite a bit. I would almost guarantee it. His son probably talked him into it a long time ago. He's just trying to get followers and shit. He's always out there squawking about something. All good. We love Peter Schiff. He's fun. Let's see here. Okay, you are down here. You're below. Here's the second support level on the weekly volatility range, 1981. If it breaks that, here's the issue today. You're in the 68.3 Laplace. Let's pull this up a little bit. Let me see on the daily where this third support is, and it is at around the daily 95.4. Hey man, come on. Come on, let's scale up. There's the 95.4 Laplace. No, not quite. Where's this gonna be at? Come on, move up for me, baby. I'm going too fast. Let's go nice and slow. There we go. I'll ease you into it. Is that the bottom of the weekly? Am I missing a level here? Give me 1 second. I think we got a level buried. Yep, there it is. It's buried underneath the top side of the 68.3. Guys, you're below the second. Here's the bottom side of the weekly volatility range. Almost there. All right, so we're talking 1981. What is it exactly? 1981.9. Right below that level, you got the first standard deviation. 95.4 Laplace down here around 1970, 1971 area. The way this is looking, I don't know if gold will dip down below this 1 SD today just because of this weekly range. I'll tell you what, if Dixie takes off here, if Dixie takes off, breaks 105 and gets some nice support, let me see where that would be at. Where's 105? Boy, just pretty much. This thing gets up above the 68.3 Laplace distribution range. I would imagine Dixie's probably going to make a run. Here's the thing, though. Let me see. First weekly resistance. Second. This is just perfect lockstep, guys. If Dixie goes up to the top of its weekly range at about 105.138, you're probably going to see gold down there at about 1980 at the bottom of its weekly. God, it's way too easy. Got to shout out to the VEPS, man. Shout out to the VEPS. Makes these markets, analyzing these markets, real easy. You got to study this stuff, though. Right? Once you learn this, it just starts to blow your mind. What did I just see up 20% over here in traditional markets? Somebody's having lift. You having some earnings? We'll get back to that later. It's got to be. Lyft's just not going to pump 21%. Pretty damn good. What's Uber down here doing? Getting beat up. Well, Uber's up 7%. They both at what the hell? Let me look at Uber. Yep, no earnings on Uber. Uber's just not going to get. Uber wanted to join the party. We see Lyft. God, man, this thing's got to have earnings. Yeah, earnings on Lyft. All right, after this dump out from the center of the monthly range. Now, where is this at? My God, 12. Where are you, data at? 12, 13, 1477. Yeah, bad boy's way up here. Where are you, buddy? Man, you just gapped up way above the monthly now. So you reject from the center. There's the top side. First resistance. I see you, data set. What are you up by? Okay, you're above what weekly range here? There's the center of the weekly. Oh yeah, nice tight weekly range going into earnings. Once again, another asset. First resistance. Is there another one stuck in here somewhere? Let me spread this out a little bit, ladies and gents. So let me starfish my chart real quick. Let's see here. There's the top of the weekly. Or no, it's not. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. Yep, there it is. It's above the top of the weekly range, guys. Above the top of the weekly. It's at like 14.7. Damn. All right, lift. Just wanted to check that out. I saw it just trouncing the market right now. It's down. Natural gas. Oh, god damn, natural gas is just wrecked. Got oil still creeping up. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. Gold's about to break 1990, I would imagine. Take one more look at Dixie. Yeah, got to break out of this 68.3 though. If gold just, or if Dixie just ranges in the 68.3 Laplace distribution range, you're going to see gold. You're going to see gold ranging right around 1990 all day probably. But like I said, if Dixie breaks out of this 68.3 Laplace to the top side, probably going to head to the top of its weekly range. God, it's only Wednesday. We're going to get a little reversal later in this week, huh? Maybe tomorrow or Friday. It'll be interesting to see. Especially if Dixie gets up to the top of the weekly, rejects there, and has quite a pullback. We'll see gold pop again a little bit. I don't know if it's going to break 2K again, though, this month with the way Dixie's looking. I doubt gold's going to break 2K again. All right. Time is at 9:17. Got time to go back over to crypto. I want to look at Solana real quick on the VRE. Wow, up 4.34%. Solana at $117.50. Still very undervalued in my opinion. Looking like it's above the first. It got up above first standard deviation. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, early in the opening, definitely came down, tested the daily range. First standard deviation on that 4-hour candle. Actually closed one candle below it. Just one. Popped it right back up. Got in, rejected off the center of the weekly down to that new 4-hour 68.3. Only closed one candle below it. As soon as you close that next 15-minute candle up in the 4-hour 68.3 Laplace, that's the skinny white lines right here. It shot through the daily volatility range, which is right here. The red and the yellow is the center. The red is the wings. So popped it up above the 4-hour 68.3. Came back down to the top, or to the bottom side. Came back, found support on the bottom side of the daily 68.3 Laplace distribution range, and then immediately popped to this monthly resistance level, which is which one? Let's take a quick peek here. Look at so many assets. Hard to keep them. Is that the first? Oh my goodness, Solana. So you're above the first resistance level on the monthly. Solana going to have a big rest of the month. If it stays above this first resistance level, absolutely. Are we going to see a 95.4 Laplace move today by Solana, right? It's going to depend on Bitcoin. Bitcoin's looking pretty bullish. That's over $120 Solana. Let's freaking go. All right, man. Solana's actually looking good. Where's the second resistance on the monthly? Let's pull this down a little bit here. Big monthly range for Solana. Holy mercy. Wow, man. How big is this sucker? Jesus Christ. Hello. Top of the monthly, $154. Are we going to see $150 Solana by the end of the month? We could. We definitely could. But is it going to happen today? YOLO! Seriously, YOLO! There's a 95.4% chance Solana does not close above. Let's just get a little range here. 121.5 to about 122. That's a second standard deviation normal distribution, which is a 95.4% probability level, and the 95.4 Laplace, right? Well, why doesn't it have a deviation level, that Laplace distribution? Because it doesn't have standard deviation levels, that's why. It's pretty simple. It's just about probability percentage levels. All right. God, Solana, you're looking good, son. Want to find support here on this one SD. Already talked about it. Just sent a wick below it. Popping right back up. Let's look at Sol on the big charts. On the big charts. Let's see here, Sol. Show me that hidden. First, I'm going to start on the daily with Solana. Let's see here. Ah,
But
boy. Gonna want to get a higher high
can I
here for sure.
can I please ask, as you're shuffling through the time frames, can you just let me know which one you're on so I can obviously see it on my chart? I can't view your screen. The internet's a bit slow.
Oh, you're not seeing my time frames on the top here?
No, no, no. I'm just saying, like, as you do your shuffle through, can you
Oh,
just say, so now you did daily, then whatever next one, 12 hour, and so and so and so down. Then I can also flick through
yeah,
and
like
see
I
same observation.
usually
Sure.
do. Yep, I got it.
Cool. Thanks, man.
No problem, brother. Let's see here. Look at the trend on the daily on Sol, right? Breached the 2SD band. Let me blow this up. It's looking interesting. I'll tell you what, man, this trend's looking strong. We're gonna get something like this back here. This is pretty high too. If this blows this bands out and this thing really goes into trend. Wow. Wow, wow. Look at the volatility too on Solana, man. It is so low on the daily. Sol is got a massive move coming. All 3 lengths of volatility. Highest right now is great at about a 15 percentile. 15.07. Let's see, you got the, blow this up. Looks like, yeah, the 636 is a 13.89. 2400 is at an 8.5, and the 981's at a 1.23. Everything's positively correlated. The only thing not expanding is the 2400. The other two are. When the 981's buried like this, you got 636 and grade taken off. Look out. Look out for Solana here. What was that number again? 95.4? I bet this thing rockets up here. 121 and a half, huh? 121 and a half. Just because of that volatility. You see, and this is actually on the downside. There is no hidden. Boy, this looks good. You're above the zero mean. It is setting up some bear div. We just need a higher high, which is not that hard right here. Solana takes off. Look, variance starting to rise. It is positively correlated. Not having an outlier yet, but if this thing really starts moving, you will see an outlier pop on here. Go to the 4-hour chart here. Let's see. We got a higher high? Not yet, but it's looking like it's pushing in. The 4 hours having an outlier. Did not here locally close a candle below the 9 log MA. And we got to wick through it. After that, we haven't closed a candle inside the power mean band. That's just naturally bullish. And hidden bull div. Hidden bull div on the 4 hour. Right? When did you get, you got quite a nice little couple 4 hour candles here. But when did the big move pop? Right when it crossed the zero mean. Trending on the 4 hour. Entropy looks good. Low length volatility contracting, negatively correlated. 981 expanding, positively correlated. 2400 is expanding. Correlation just broke negative. Let's see what happens at this 4 hour close. It's going to be right at about 11 o'clock, I think. Yeah, we'll probably be done, but keep an eye on that. You want to see that 20. You want to see that. Look, it just broke back up. Correlation already just broke back. Good. This thing's starting to move, man. 118 now? Yeah, Sol's on a mission. DLP building again. Up towards these higher confidence intervals. Everything's good in Solana land. Let's go to the 90-minute chart. All right. Looking good. We're still above the zero mean. Would have loved to see a higher high here. That's okay. Let me see. Look at all the hidden that started setting up. Right? There was the first pop of hidden. You got this. Then it just started walking up. Then you got the low right here. Then it really started moving. You got the returns oscillator back up above the zero mean. Didn't set up any div. The div right now, there's a little bear. Did Solana give one crap about it as it was reapproaching the zero mean here? Maybe candle pulled back here just a little bit, but look at the continuation. I would imagine this thing's about to rip up here. On this 90-minute chart, test its second standard deviation band. Why do I say that? Look at the trend. Look at the trend. What are we using here, folks? Out there in trader land. What are you using for trend? Do you really know what trend is? What indicator is actually going to show you real trend? We've got it right here. The Alpha Trading Swiss. That's right. Why do we call it the Swiss? It's Swiss Army knife. It does a lot of stuff. If you got in here into these settings, started digging in, you can do so much with this. It's incredible. This is it can be a standalone indicator, to be honest. Look at the volatility. 981 and 636 are pretty much crash. A 741, damn, that thing's changing quick. We got about a 6% and a 16% respectively. Grades at 20, about 22 area. You got the 2400 up here to 64.5 expanding. Correlation broke a little bit negative, but like on the 4 hour, it's probably just flipping back and forth. And 981 contracting negative. Blow this up, make sure that's 636. Yep, contracting, and it just broke positive. So I'm looking for some expansion. These lower lengths probably going to chase down 2400, I would imagine. This is what you always want to look for too. When you've got the 981 and the 636 contracting pretty low and the 2400s expanding, look for this volatility expansion to happen there at one of these 90-minute closes. Whap, chase down the 63 percentile range here, which, if it's positively correlated, you're going to see some fireworks from Solana. Could definitely run up there to that 121, maybe even higher. Maybe even higher. Let me see. Is that the top of the daily volatility range? Yeah, that's what we're battling here now too. How is that the top? There's no way that's the top. It's only the second. Give me 1 second here. Let me find this. There's the daily. Yeah.
I think it's the number 3.
Yep, there it is. There it is, guys. So the third resistance level on the daily at about 122.5. Top side of the daily volatility range is at about 125.7. Can Solana break this 95.4% probability range here between normal and Laplace distribution? Absolutely. Is it going to do it during this 4-hour candle? Highly doubtful probabilities are against it. Here's the 95 for Laplace and second standard deviation on the 4-hour candle. So in the next about hour and a half, 95.4% chance Solana didn't breach about 119.5 if you center right in between them. By the end of the day, 95.4% chance, and look what you got. You got a weekly resistance level here, and that is the second, right? Second resistance level on the weekly. Where's that third at? Third's right there at 132.6. Yeah, I do think on the daily, if Solana gets its groove on here, it can break through this level. It can close above the 95.4% probabilities. But to do that, I would imagine it's going to be the next 4-hour candle. Daily range though, right up at the top, and it is below the 3SD. That's more likely to happen. Close inside that 99.7% probability range. So you got to look at it this way. There's a 0.03% chance Solana breaks through about 126.5, right? 4.6% chance Solana breaks through about 120, about 121.75. So we got to keep that in mind, and that's on the daily. We're gonna have to work through these 4-hour candles. The 3SD on the 4-hour is right there at the daily 95.4. So this can happen during this 4-hour candle, and I'm telling you, this 4-hour candle closes above these 95.4 Laplace distribution ranges. Look for the end of the day. This thing could test the top of the daily volatility range. It's only about $7. Go Solana. Be a big day. I think be up about 10% probably. And let me see here. I got to the 45. Let's go to the 33. Because look right now on the 45-minute on Solana. Look at all the hidden. Look at all the hidden. It already crossed the zero mean. We're going to get a bounce here, or is this thing going to drop back below the zero mean on some bear div? Got to keep an eye on this. See, and entropy is trending, kind of weakened up, starting to turn back up and head towards a random walk. Correlation on the low length is contracting, or is just flipped positively correlated during this contraction. 981 and 2400 right on top of each other, both contracting, and they're both negatively correlated. So what's that going to do? Look, we're getting this nice doji. Beautiful. See this 33-minute, and this is going to take the 33 and 15, going to take us right into this market open. Let's see here. I got some bear div on the 33. What's the trend doing? This trend still looks strong. 981, 2400, contracting, negatively correlated. Low length volatility, is it contracting? It is contracting a little bit, positively correlated. And it's at what, a 77. Got a lot of room to expand. Way up here. So if we get some expansion come in while these other two are contracting negative, we'll see this fly a little bit. Let's go to the 15 minutes. Come on, you. Load up. There you go. Okay. So we had, look at these nice outliers on the 15-minute on Solana. It doesn't get any better than that, man. Doesn't get any better than that. Let me see here. Was there hidden? There was absolutely hidden. Lower lows. Pop. Right above the zero mean. Got a big move there. Then what happens? You set up more hidden. Set up more hidden bull. Gets up above the zero mean. Not too big of a move. When's the move happen? On the bounce right here. On what? Was it lower low? Yeah, it wasn't more hidden. Was there a little bit of bear div right there? Nope, nope, nope. Lower highs on the top side, just like this little, just on the returns oscillator. But it was the bounce right here. Bounce off the zero mean. And you did get a local higher high. And now what are you doing? Look at the 15-minute. Setting up more hidden bull divergence. Does this div play out? Absolutely. This is not the relatively shitty indicator that most people use, right? This is the returns oscillator, and it is very powerful. All right. I think that's enough on crypto for a second. Let me get over here now that these markets are open. SPY. Yeah. SPY. I mean, VIX rocketed up yesterday too. So about what, 16 or something crazy? Pulled back, down 9% today. These options traders. They are losing their freaking minds. Dixie is just stuck at about 104.8. Gold's down there at 1990. We already went through both of those though. Let me take a quick look at SPY. Up 0.6. Yeah, yesterday had a little spill out last few days, all right? What was that high? 50 what? All-time highs, almost 504. Beautiful. Rejected off the second resistance level on that daily volatility range. Pulled it back, closed right on the top side of the daily volatility range. Yesterday, gapped, had a massive gap down, pull back. Where'd that thing end up? Guys, closed at the third, at least got a wick down to the third standard deviation. Immediately, there was a 95.4% chance. Guys, there was only a half hour left in the market. Look what this thing did. Last two 15-minute candles roared up to right to the bottom side of the 2SD. Remember, there was when you're down here at the 99.7 probability on the daily, immediately there's a 95.4% chance you're going to close that daily candle up here by the second standard deviation. That's exactly what it did, and it got back inside this weekly support level, which is good. Now what happened today? Boom, gap up. Gap up. Anybody that freaking got into some short positions yesterday before the close, they're wrecked. They are wrecked. You're back in this pretty wide weekly volatility range. Let's see if SPY can get up here above, and I'm talking intraday. Let's see if SPY can get back up above 499.5. If it does do that, look out. Look out Thursday and Friday on SPY. This thing could go up here, more new all-time highs. If it rejects here off the center of the weekly, and then you come back down and start closing candles below this weekly range again, could have another down day. This thing could revisit these lows, to be honest. First standard deviation down here to about 491.3. It's right about almost at the low yesterday. So keep an eye on that. Let's look. Let's take a peek what this thing did. Let's take a quick peek here. Traditional markets. Yeah, where you at, SPY? There you are. And what I got, 15 minute. I'm gonna see this daily real quick. And yesterday, that wick got below the 9 log MA. Immediately, you gap right up, back up above it. That's pretty bullish in itself right there, especially on a daily time frame. Let me see here. Almost got a lower low there on the daily. So there was some weak bulls setting up at the close. 981 contracting, negatively correlated. The low length volatility is expanding negative. 2400 contracting negative. This is actually good to keep this up above this daily 9 log MA. Really is. I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see this thing break back up top side of the weekly. Let's see what happens. That's just looking at one time frame. That's just looking at one time frame. Variance is turning up, positively correlated. The returns oscillator's up. DLP's just having a little fun here. Hills and valleys, hills and valleys. Entropy, prediction model is to the downside on the open here. We'll have to see what happens. Let me go to this 4-hour chart real quick. There's somebody out here creeping in a diesel. Where are we? All right, let's see here. And stayed above the 4-hour 33 log MA. And that's the 33 power mean right under it. And then reverse wave trend down there at about 487.7. Let me see here. Yeah, yesterday set up a lower low. Let's see what happens when this crosses back up. Yeah, because from back here, we do got some hidden bull. On this 4-hour. I'd be a bit surprised to see this pop up above. There it is right there. So you get outside the top side of the power mean band. let's put it this way. You get up above the 9 log MA, you will be up there. You will be up here at the top of the weekly range. Yeah, 499.5. Blow this up real quick. And 9 log MA. Actually, it's at 498.67. So, yeah, you'd have to get outside, or right here, right in this range, right below the top side of the power mean band. 4-hour entropy went straight into a random walk on this little dump out yesterday. All right, random walk. Looks like it's turning down once it go back into trend. Looks like everything's contracting. I just saw the correlations break a few times. 981's positive contraction. The other two are negative. Let's see how this plays out. And that's the 4-hour. Let's go to the 90-minute real quick. Let's take a quick peek here. Variance turning up here on 90-minute. It is negatively correlated. And we're setting up hidden bear div. Let's take a quick peek. Yep, right at the top there. Boy, it's setting up a lot of bear div. And look, you're underneath the 90-minute, 33 power mean. Show you here. Just sent a wick right into it. So this little wick early on, zip, that wick right there went right into the 90-minute 33 power mean. Is the 33 power mean powerful? Yeah, that's why we call it a power mean. All right, let's see what happens. Boy, this wave trend, huh? The more I look at this now, 494, huh? We're going to get the lows from yesterday? I don't know. I would imagine bottom side of the power mean band. Fisher held up yesterday. Got a nice gap up today. That 33 is a monster, though, depending on what side you're on. This is the prediction model, though, has flipped to the top side, and it's heading into a random walk. All the volatility's pegged at 100 percentile except to 2400. And I'll tell you what, just the 636 just broke correlation negative up there. The other two, right, they're positively correlated. This is not looking too healthy, though. Considering you're rejecting early on that 90-minute 33 power mean, never good. Never good. Having an outlier. Interesting. You got some higher highs there, too. Let me see something. Okay, now that I've pretty much almost ran through this entire workflow, it's kind of looking like this is going to bounce off the, you got the bottom side, wait a minute, top side of the daily 68.3. We gap up through the daily range, and how tight is it? Wow, we got a super tight daily range too. Just notice, my God. I mean, it's like a dime. 10-cent daily range. And where is it? 494, huh? Boy, the baby's down here. Gapped up right from it, though. I don't think that needs to be tested. This is where I'm looking. If this is going to move to the top side, you're going to bounce here at the bottom of the weekly. Maybe get a wick through it. But that's the top side of the daily 68.3. That's that little white cross right there. And the bottom of the weekly, right on top of each other. Pretty good support. Pretty good support. This thing wants to dip lower. Could retest this daily range. It's right at 494. So about 2 points down. You don't get a bounce there, then the downside move that I was previously talking about is going to happen. You bounce here, though. In this top side of the 68.3 and the bottom of the weekly, that's not the last line of defense. You can't come down here. Right, you got a monthly resistance level that's support now, and it's right above that daily volatility range. That would be the last line of defense intraday for me. I would actually let this play out. I'd be looking for a bounce, but you're gonna have to go into these low time frames, see what's going on, right? Look at the 45. Got wave trend crossing down Fisher. This is just looking more doomsday every chart I go down. Gonna have to get above these. I like the 9 and the 33 log MA though. Returns are above the mean. Variance is rising. You have got to get this up, back up above here during this 45 minutes. 34 minutes, about 35 minutes left in this 45-minute candle. These bulls better get this back up above wave trend and Fisher, because the wave trend is crossing down the Fisher. And if that happens, you get a rejection there. Yeah, I doubt this 99 log MA like yesterday is going to hold up the price action. Another time frame, we're having an outlier. So I'm saying, man, a bounce here would make a lot of sense. Bounce off the bottom of the weekly, run this thing up to the top side of the weekly. Some things need to happen, right? This is one of them for sure. Got to break up above that wave trend and Fisher. You get stuck below there, and look, you got a higher high. I mean, there's no bear div here. No bear div. It's a beautiful thing. There was bull, right? Bull div. This is heading into a random walk too, so anything goes. Anything goes. The dealer is on fire. 33-minute having an outlier to the top side. And look, you're at the wave trend on the 33-minute. How many time frames do I need to freaking see before I'm like, I tell you what, if it does not get above these lower length intraday time frame reverse wave trends that have crossed down Fisher, SPY's doomed. SPY's doomed intraday. Probably revisit yesterday's lows. Needs to get its shit together. I'm telling you. I mean, right here on the 33-minute, I mean, you got the 9 log MA and the 99 log MA right here. Look, the 9's crossing down the 99. So if this spills out down to about 495 area, what's there? I mean, a little bit lower, you got the daily range, but yeah, if it breaks that, this thing's in trouble. This thing's in trouble. Another wave trend, 33-minute, 45. Got to get up above these wave trends. And that is the reverse wave trend model we have. It's not a regular wave trend. What's up, buddy? Where the hell's, hold on. Hey, what's up? What you doing, wild man? Yeah, thought he was talking to me.
Say hello to my little friend!
Wow. I mean, kind of blew any div out of the water. You're getting a higher high up here. You're getting a higher high from anywhere, right? This is a higher high. And the DLP on the 15-minute is breaking up. And look, so you're hanging on to the 15-minute. Look at this range. You got wave trend, 15-minute wave trend, send a wick down through. And you got the 99 log MA. Right? You don't want this 33 to cross down this 99 too. That just starts setting up bad vibes for the bulls. You're right. Look, so you got a wick to the 99 log MA, a wick through the reverse wave trend. This little pink dot right here, that's the 15-minute 33 power mean. So you're sandwiched right here between the 33 power mean and the reverse wave trend. Something's got to give. Intraday, it's going to start down here. You close a 15-minute candle below this 15-minute wave trend, down she goes. You get a 15-minute candle closed above this 33.99 and the 33 log return moving average. We could see a move up to the top side of the 15-minute power mean band. It's about 498.5. 498.5. Yeah, so you can see what's going on. So you're below wave trends on some of these intraday time frames, above it on the 15. Got some work to do right here, though. This is not looking good. I would imagine here in the next hour, SPY needs to get its shit together. Or this thing's going to dump out. And then another time frame, right? You're having all these outliers. Well, it's coming in from yesterday, too, right? Right at the end. Yeah, right at the end. Had a bunch of bull div. I mean, a bunch of bull div. All lower lows, all higher lows. From this point, right back here. Actually, I don't like that point. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do it from the cross. Got to do it from the cross. It's at the bottom of the data set. So yeah, no bull div. It was local. It was this last little bit right here, right? Bam, bam. And it broke through right at the end of the day and got that thing, remember, back up to the daily second standard deviation, because that was the 3SD move yesterday. Gotta remember that. And like I said before, if you're down or you're up at a 99.7% probability level, you always got to remember about the 95.4. Damn, doing a little freaking, I'm using my hands. Nobody's even watching. I'm using my hands to talk. Jesus. Anyway, you immediately got to look for that 95.4% probability level, because there's a 95.4% chance it's going to return to that level. That's what people sometimes forget about. That's why I always say, on a daily, if you close outside those ranges, that is super bullish. Now look at this 15-minute, right? The 33 power mean dropped down. Now you're above the 33 power mean and the 15-minute wave trend. This is time right here. And if SPY takes off, hell, you could even come up here over 500 again. Hit the 15-minute wave trend. To get all this turned around intraday, gonna be tough. There's just not enough candles in the day on traditional markets, but you want to get up here outside the power mean band and give it a chance. All this needs a cross back up reverse Fisher. I don't think it's going to do it intraday, but it'd be good for these bulls to close up above, like, let's just say top side. Let's just say a nice close above 498. Could be good going into the end of the week. Dixie's pulling back a little bit, down 0.09%. All right. Time is at 9:45. Almost rambled for about 45 minutes. All right. What we got, boys?
I just wanted to say that the 4-hour TF on Biddy with the RMLR above is looking really sweet.
Oh, I like Bitcoin. I'm glad somebody dragged me back to crypto.
I'm just saying because there's a very high probability that it will complete that mean reversion to that RMLR, which is the 3012 RMLR, currently at 52,479, because it did hit third band to the downside on the last candle on a wacky outlier, where both the third SDW bands to the downside happen to be pretty much right at the bottom of the previous candle, and from there it blasted up. And so,
yeah, this looks good.
In theory, it will mean revert above. But however, it didn't technically. I guess you could say it didn't technically touch that band, but it actually did with the wick. So it really did touch it. So the probability is very high that it will complete the mean reversion to that RMLR currently above, at least before it goes back down to the current rate of that band, which is 49,770.
Gotcha.
But
yeah, that is sexy.
there's an extremely high probability that will happen.
52,450 area for that 30 length RMLR up there, huh? 52,450. 52,450. Let's take a peek at that.
And yeah, if you look
like
what's there, it's right.
It looks like it's wanting to run too. 52,450. Yeah, almost got up there. Come on.
Yeah, it doesn't have to do it on this candle, but it is more likely to touch that RMLR line before it goes down to the third SDW band. If the mean reversion doesn't touch, if the candle doesn't go down to 49,774 on this candle or the next one, like down to that third SDW band, and confirms a quote unquote mean reversion is in progress, then it will be more likely to touch that RMLR to the upside than it will be to touch that third SDW band by far. But right now it's still in play because it technically touched that band last candle, so it could touch it again this candle. It could drop down there right now.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, on the 4 hour, it's looking like it's developing into something interesting if it stays above there. But if it dumps out, also good. And that'll be, just more. I mean, it's a ranging week, so we got trending moves and a ranging week on trending days. It's all good.
Yeah, that would be. We go up there and test that 30 length RMLR in the 4 hour. You're going to close outside the 2 SD today, if it closes up there. And if that happens, look out, man. See these shorts running for their lives. They were up.
But even if it doesn't, it
was like 350.
Yeah.
A lot of shorts
frankly,
got
if it comes
wrecked.
back down, it will be perfect for the ranging week moves. I mean, if you look at it, but yeah. I don't mind.
I don't mind anymore.
Yeah. Whatever way it goes, up, down, or sideways, it's all good, man.
Last 24 hours. Wow. Last 24 hours, 143.74 million in shorts have been liquidated. 40 million in longs, just because people are, dumb. Let's just put it that way. Not taking your profit. So you end up getting liquidated. Look at the last hour. Just in the last hour, almost 10 million in shorts have been liquidated. 1.5 in longs. Okay? Crazy, man. Crazy. A lot of shorts getting liquidated. Bears, you're not being very smart. Not being very smart.
I would say retail traders are not being very smart.
Yeah, it's a lot of
just in general.
And you're about to see more of these shorts get liquidated. This thing breaks through these 95.4% probabilities. Here's the problem. Guys, if you're in longs right now and you're not taking your profit, you just don't understand these markets.
Yeah.
You're crossing through the daily 95.4. You can get back in the trade if this thing breaks loose. I'm telling you right now, by the close today, and I'm going to half this, right at 52, there's a 95.4% chance this thing's not going to close above 52. And probably going to close below right where it's at right now. I mean, 51.881, that's about the 95.4 on the daily. So if you see it close outside these 95.4% probabilities, that's just telling you, man, this thing is bullish as hell. A lot of buy pressure. But bears are just getting run through. run through. And at some point, they give up. Look out. Bitcoin could rip. Bitcoin could rip. There's some people selling, taking profits, but let's look at Bonk. Bonk's ripping. Bonk's up 10% today. Let's freaking go. Right after, got a lot of Bonk locked up right now staking, so good stuff. You're above the monthly range, and that was a big monthly range. Here's a center down here. Bonk just ripped through it all. Ripped through it all. Bonk's up was up above. It's a 95 for Laplace distribution range. 2 wicks right into the first standard deviation on this 4-hour candle. Quick little pullback, got a wick through the top side of the 4-hour 68.3 Laplace distribution range. Now it's trying to get back up above that daily 95.4. Beautiful. Ran right through the daily range, right through the 1SD, and right through the 95.4, and it's looking like it wants to party. We like to party. I like partying if anybody. It's got baseball, rolls around with a baseball bat. Good security. Good security. In a crazy world. We'll go visit San Francisco. I feel a lot safer having Bonk with me. God used to go to that place all the time. People come into town, it would be, hey, come on, you never been to the Bay? Let's go to the Bay. We're going to go to the wharf. We're going to go to the park, throw some frisbee, have some good times. Yeah, not anymore. I took somebody and their 2 kids. Right? Took a woman and her 2 kids down to the Bay Area. It was a train wreck. We get out, there's 2 guys shooting heroin right in front of the car. I'm like, kids, don't mind that. We go over, freaking start throwing frisbee. Some homeless dude's dog steals a frisbee. And he's all whacked out, chasing us around in the park. Yeah, we left. We were only there about an hour. Pretty crazy how the Bay Area has just went to shit. Literally. Literally. And you don't know unless you go there. Right? You can hear about it all you want. When you actually go there, it will blow your mind how bad the Bay Area is right now. It is just... it's gross. All right, crypto. Where else do we want to go? What other cryptos? All right, you got Sol above 118. Where's Ethereum? Up 4.5%. 2764. Good Lord. No thank you. Gas scam. Gas scam alert. Gas scam alert. Yeah, we got a lot of green in the markets. What's BTC dominance at? All right, pulled back. It's hanging right around 54. Up 0.5 today. A lot of the alts are ripping. A lot of the bigger alts.
But look at ETH BTC. That's funny shit. Or something.
I'm sure ETH's just getting brutalized, right? You're like,
I mean, if you look at the last, months, it has just been taking a severe pounding.
Let's see. Well, especially if dominance above 50%. But ETH's up what? ETH's running with Bitcoin today. I'm telling you right now, though, considering how high the dominance is, there are alts, probably lower, that are just getting cream pied right now. I don't know who, where, when, but they're just getting worked. Because there's a lot of the bigger cryptos. God, look at the freaking ETFs, man. These things are ripping. They're up 5%. 5% today. Seen something new. Seeing something new, ladies and gentlemen. Bitcoin's on the verge. Bitcoin is on the verge. It has tried to pull back several times during this run up to 50K. Ain't happening. Ain't happening right now. Not one of the big pullbacks that we've seen in the past. We can get those big wicks to liquidate these longs that aren't taking profits. How's it gonna do? Just, if you want to stay in the damn position, at least take your damn profit. Right?
Yep.
And then get into a damn position with no leverage. Feel safe about it.
Yep.
If you're not using any leverage, guys, those pullbacks aren't going to hurt you, right?
Yep.
In a bull market, leverage is the killer. Leverage gets you
right.
liquidated on a 1% pullback, you're cooked.
Yep.
There's a lot of people using it too, unfortunately. They use these markets as a gambling tool. This is not gambling. You should not be gambling in these markets. You should be taking what the markets give you. Because it's going to be an ebb and flow. Talk about it all the time. And if you're not freaking realizing all that profit, you're never going to get it. You know, a lot of people, right? Just lost everything. Didn't make a dime in these crypto bull runs because they're just addicted to leverage. It's ridiculous.
Right.
And then they get the move they wanted, and they're just like, I want more.
Right. There's the real problem.
Yeah.
There's the real problem. They don't take their profits.
Greed.
They just move. Totally greed. Just
Greed.
kills. It kills the average trader. Absolutely.
Got a crazy dog out here. Got a
And
crazy
that's the thing. Like, if you don't need the leverage in such a volatile. Bitcoin's gone up like 20% in the last like week or two. It's crazy. Just look at the daily candles. Look how much it's gone up. It's insane. And that's just Bitcoin. There's plenty of alts that have gone up even higher, like whatever Solana or whatever.
Yeah.
Right,
Bitcoin
that have
was
gone
down
up
here
even
at
more than
about
that.
40, 42, 43. Just ripping. El
Yeah.
Rippo. Yeah,
It's
here was
just
the
there's
local
no
low.
need. There's just
Local
no
low,
need.
38.5. Local low, 38.5 here on the daily. Let's see here. Let's see what kind of percentage move from the low. We'll go wick to wick here. Where are we? 35%. 35% since pretty much beginning of the year. Yep, January 14th, Bitcoin took off. Bitcoin took off. And look, the daily, what stifled it? 33 power mean. Once the daily got above the 33 power mean, I am surprised this thing on the daily has not turned up harder. Needs to get up here. It's going to stay above the 11. Above the 30. And do like that. 30 is going to dip a little bit more. Look at this 11. This 11's running. It's giving us good areas here coming in with this next week of some mean reversion if it goes sideways. Let me see something. And look at the 30 here out here. This is going to be, let's see, what's the date out here? Yeah, March 12th, getting closer to that halving. This thing's revving up. This thing is revving up. Some of it's cooked in, but I'm telling you, man, it's not going to surprise me at all if BTC starts ripping up towards this 6-digit level. That's going to wake some people up. Hey, Bitcoin's at 80, 90, 100,000. Oh, it's going to be a celebration. Just like the last all-time high up to about 70. All the crypto people were just like, let's freaking go. Then we had a pullback to what, 15.5 or something? Did you take your profits on that bull run? Boy, I hope so. I hope so. And then on the way down, did you sell calls? Or sorry. Let's see here. What are we doing? To ETH. Yeah, you did say look at that. Let me see this ETH BTC pair. BTC ETH. There we go. Let's see. Next. Where is a good pair at? BTC.
Any good pair?
BTC ETH. Yeah. What exchange?
Oh,
Binance.
Here we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Binance.
Nance.
Yeah. ETH getting wrecked up.
Yeah, man, look at that daily. It's just nuts. It's just taking a bounding.
Wow. Down here
For
at the
now,
11
anyway.
length RMLR. But look, boy, these are dropping. Dropping hard over here. The 30. Goodness gracious. That's out when? That's in March. That's in the middle of March. BTC for the win, man. BTC for the win. What did I see? Cardano up 6%, huh? What's Cardano doing? 57 cents. Yeah, I mean, on the daily, you're above the 33 power mean. You're above both RMLRs. Even on this daily candle, sent a wick down below it, boy, and then it ripped. Cardano's up here, second standard deviation, 95 for Laplace right now. Sent a wick through both. Pulled back inside the 95.4, which we're about to see. Check it out. That wick went above it. Now we're back below the 95.4. There is the white cross line. We're right there. Sent 1 wick, 2 wick, 3 wick, 4 wick up through the 2SD. 2 of them tapped it perfectly. And that is a weekly. What level? Is that the top of the weekly range by chance? No, it is not. It's only the first resistance level. You look at the macro volatility down here. Monthly and weekly. Yeah, that's support. Cardano's feeling it too, man. Bouncing real nice. Let's see where the top of the weekly is. One more stop up here. Where are you at? There you are. They're about 70 cents. 67 cents. About a dime above. That's the top of the weekly. But right now, just like Bitcoin, I mean, you got a 95.4% chance Cardano's found its high of the day. 95.4% chance. Not the high of the day. I'm not going to say that because we can't get wicks up to the 3SD, pull back, close inside the 95.4. So I'll rephrase that. There's a 95.4% chance it doesn't close above like 58 cents. I have to let this play out. Oh, really? Solana crushing a Binance coin? Nice. Beautiful. Soul jump BNB. Let's take a look at that real quick. Let's take a quick peek here. Crypto. Boing! There she is. Beautiful. You go. You freaking go. Up by about what? 2 billion? Mm-hmm. Interesting. USDC. Stable coin, my ass. Look at all that. That doesn't look very stable. Let's see here.
Jeepers, I will say Bitcoin's a fudge load easier to trade when the market's open. I was like pulling teeth just trying to get orders in and out. Here it's just like, oh, the volatility is so clean and easy to trade now.
Oh, yeah.
45 minutes ago was absolute nightmare.
BTC broke $1 trillion too. That's awesome. Market cap's 1 trillion, 19 billion. Gee, many Christmas. Go Bitcoin. Go freaking Bitcoin.
Yep.
ETH down here. Yeah, Bitcoin ran away from ETH. Jesus, man. Let's see. Tether. Tether's still alive, boys. Tether.
I think, what is it, when like Bitcoin goes to like, if it ever gets to like an $8 trillion market cap, then it'll surpass. What is gold's market cap? Around that, right?
Isn't it around 10 or something? Yeah, it's somewhere in there.
88,
18.
something like that, yeah.
I know for sure. Chat's up there. It is up there. And it's going to happen at some point. We know that. Let's see Bitcoin right now run to a $10 trillion market cap. Do the math. What would Bitcoin's price be? 500 grand?
Yeah.
500 grand.
Something like
510, yeah.
Yeah.
And you're going to have people out there going, oh, my buddy told me to buy Bitcoin at like 20 grand. And I was just like, oh,
Yeah.
it's bullshit. That's magical internet money.
Right.
Like, bro, did you even read the white paper? Did you even investigate Bitcoin at all?
Yeah.
What's happening in the world?
You know,
You got
white
the
paper.
ETFs rolling. Everybody's getting in position. That's why. I mean, these big firms, they're not fucking stupid, man. They've seen Bitcoin run a few times. They want to be part of this party.
Yep.
When Bitcoin hits 100 grand, Michael Saylor's probably gonna be doing backflips somewhere. Gonna be one happy.
He's probably already pretty happy since he bought them, we're in the 30 average.
Can't wait
so
to see
I'm sure
the
it's gone up a
memes.
little bit, but
The memes are gonna be great.
yeah.
I want memes. Memes for the win. Okay.
See.
Senor. Yeah, Cardano putting in some work, man. Doge hanging back. Yeah, you freaking bonks beating you with a bat, son. Need all the Doge people to jump on the bonk bandwagon. Let's see here. God, man, yeah, these freaking, look at GBTC's ETF here. Wow. You're busting a move. And let's see, what has it been doing this week? Bam. Almost 95 for Laplace. Almost 95 for Laplace. Today, yeah, yesterday kind of ranged a little bit. Had a little gap down. Closed back inside the 1SD. Now gapped up above the top side of the 1SD. Gapped from the daily. Yeah, daily's good. See here, 95.4 Laplace is up here at what, 47.2? Yep, 47.2. Interesting.
Gold's market cap is currently 13.5 trillion. Okay, so it's got a ways to go. All right.
What is?
Gold's market cap right now is 13.455 trillion, around that. So, all right.
Say it one more time.
13.455. 13.5.
So it's 13 trillion. And they're digging up new gold every day. There is no freaking supply cap. So wonder why this thing's hanging around 2K. Guys, it's the magic money printer. What's the difference?
Yep.
You just mine more gold. Makes 0 sense. That's why I will not hold it. Gold or silver. Ethereum. Other cryptos. There's no supply cap. Oh, let's just mine this shit to infinity. Yeah, that lowers the value.
Yeah.
For crying out loud. This is why I don't understand people. Really don't. Unless you're just, you want your little gold chips to trade for toilet paper and whatever the hell else you think's important during a zombie apocalypse.
I mean, it is ostensibly harder to mine gold than to just hit a button on a computer and invent more money.
For sure.
But still, there's still quite a bit of it left to be mined on Earth, and we know there are plenty of space rocks with gold.
Yeah.
And at some point, it may become feasible to even bring some of that stuff back down to Earth. At some point. Maybe not originally, maybe not in the first few centuries even, but
I'm sure somebody's
already
mining gold.
There'll still be gold mining on Earth by the time that happens.
Yeah. They're already mining somewhere out there.
Right.
I'm sure the Solar Warden fleet has a mining vessel. Oh, you didn't hear about our Space Force? Yeah, it's called Solar Warden. Look it up. Let's see here.
Yeah.
Let's see here. People are like, you crazy. I'm like, okay. There's a lot of things in this world that people are like, you're crazy. Now it's just fact. Wake up, people. There's a lot more going on than the eye can see. Let's see here. Now, okay, so the 4-hour returns oscillators turned down. Yeah. Let's go low time frames. Bitcoin revving up, man. Let's go. Still above the zero mean. Just hanging there. Just hanging there. Oh, yeah, it's good too. Look. All little higher lows. If this bounces here, it'll be pretty good. Almost back. 4 hours almost back into a total random walk. This low length volatility in the 981, the correlations are broke positive here. If the expansion, 2400 still negative. Yeah, that 2400, good reason why we're getting these wicks pulling back down. You know what the other good reason is? We've already talked about it 50 times. Boop.
The government.
Yeah, the government. The gub. In the 95.4 Laplace distribution range. Right there. So we got these little wickies just going right up into that area, man. Right up into the area. Let me see here. But yeah, and it makes perfect sense too. Got the highest length volatility read here, negatively correlated, expanding hard too. So that's definitely going to pull it back. So it makes a lot of sense. What's going on the daily? Up there beating the data set up against the 95.4. Yep, indeed. So right now you got to look. There's a 68.3% chance this thing pulls back inside 51.1. I've already talked about this, but yeah, run out of shit to talk about. Got 20 more minutes. Let's see here. But as usual, Bitcoin pretty much doing exactly what we thought it was going to do. Because we have the VEPS. Getting a little low time frame pullback here. Dog going crazy. Roof. Alright, 33-minute little backfill action happening. And there. So, you're at the, let me see here. Boy, I'll tell you what, man. The smooth returns oscillator, setting up that hidden bowl. You can see the unsmooth is tip to tip with it right now. See if this kicks back up, but you are having a rejection on the zero mean on bear div. But like I said again, oh yeah, we already talked about this. That's just the top of that candle. I do not like that. No, I'm not going to call that a div play at all, because it's pretty even, right? You just got back to the zero mean where the cross down was, which is that's where I would be using a point of divergence. And if anything, you got lower lows from there. These are all lower lows from the cross down. Higher lows here. You know what that means. Not saying this can't pull back. Look at 33. Just flipped too. Prediction model just flipped. Correlation just broke on the expansion. 981 still positive. 2400 kind of flattened out down here. It is negative. What is this freaking dog doing? He barking so much today, he's freaking lost his voice. It's like, Jesus. He just heard me. He's looking. He's so funny. He's got one hell of a personality. Yeah, but it makes sense, man. You're only going to beat your head up against this probability level. You see, I mean, you almost got up to there, came back, tested the 1 SD, and it bounced again. Good stuff. What is going on? Let me see what's happening. Dixie Sun. Yeah, Dixie's going to try to break this 105 area here at some point. Going to try and break that. And there's gold. Halfway to where our target was at 1980. Remember, what's at 1980? Bottom of the weekly range. Bottom of the weekly range. And the gold is heading that way. Whee! Oh, boy. Mm-hmm. Real close. Yeah, it was more like 1982. 1981.9. 1981.9. 1982. Jesus. That's a flashback. High school was winning state football championships.
Good times.
Yeah. No cell phones. I was building ramps, janky ass ramps in my BMX and just face planting on concrete every day. It was fucking awesome.
I was getting out of school early, usually about halfway through the day, to go in the opera.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were raising hell. We were raising hell. Parents thought it'd be a good idea to buy us a little Honda 50.
Nice.
That was a bad mistake. First thing we did is drilled like 5 holes in the muffler. Then it was just loud as hell. We just drove the neighborhood nuts. We started building ramps for it. We blew the shocks out on that thing. My brother flipped over the handlebar. The handlebar stuck him in the spleen. His spleen was bleeding. I mean, we almost lost my brother when we were kids riding the Honda. He had to go have surgery. The handlebar jabbed him in his spleen, which is never good. Not including stables. What are you talking about, Matt? You got fucking horses now? No, I know what you're talking about. Just being funny. Not including the stables. Is that where you keep your bulls at? The bulls are in the stables. Beautiful thing. So we just got a new 4-hour candle on gold. And let's see what happens. Right dead in the center of the 4-hour 68.3, which, yeah, that's good. If it breaks the bottom side of there, you got the first standard deviation on the daily is at the 4-hour 95.4, and second standard deviation down here. Oh, no, hold on. No, it's not. First standard deviation, 95.4 is right below it. Wow, that 1 SD really got pushed out. So you got the 95.4 Laplace and the first standard deviation normal distribution almost right on top of each other. Excuse me, right on top of each other. You don't see that often. Normal distribution really got pushed wide. Going sideways, almost for what, day and a half? Damn near, full day anyway. Let me see here now, not a full day, close-up. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, gold could be running down here to this 1 SD, man. Really could. But then you got the bottom of the weekly here. Gold's almost at its, I mean, let's be real, low. Unless Dixie rips up above 105. I'm not saying gold can't close the weekly outside this weekly range, because we've been seeing assets do it. And gold looks so weak. Really does. Gold's going to really get affected by Dixie. And the fact there's no supply cap. Right? That really hurts because they were pulling gold out of the ground every day. I mean, Warlord alone, all his mines, God knows how much he's pulling out a day, diluting the market. Diluting the market. You had some good times. I don't know what you were up to the last whatever couple weeks, but there's some good pictures and little vids, and you're having a good old time.
Yeah, sketchy part of my life, but at least it's in a good place.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. All right.
I can't take jokes enough for, yeah, man, shit hit the fan, and I can trade wherever. So I can't think of trading enough.
Right.
Fucking love you, man.
You're
Stop.
the man. Mm-hmm. You the man. We got Coinbase on the chart here. Coinbase a little bullish. Yesterday, stayed up above the top of its weekly, which is beautiful. Actually tested the weekly. Right? Hadn't tested it yet. And just gapped up today. Gapped up today. It's up 10%. 11.42%. Above the 95 for Laplace. So yeah, right now, 95.4% chance Coinbase closes, let's just say, inside 154. I'll split them. Inside 154 area. Right around 154. 95.4% chance. And, whoa, 20-cent range on Coinbase. That right there, folks, is the daily range. This little spot right here, right at the center. Right at the center of the monthly. You keep it up here, Coinbase. Next week, you're going to get a weekly range above the monthly and dailies above it, and it's just going to be beautiful. Coinbase to the moon. Damn. Makes me want to rip open the brokerage account. Let's see how the rest of this day plays out, though. Might not be a bad idea. Sell some puts, man. This thing could be getting ready to just rip. If Bitcoin goes to the moon, you have guys. Bitcoin hits 100K. You know what Coinbase is going to take over traditional markets. It's just going to rip. Would be a bit surprised. Let me see Coinbase on the RMLRs. Let's see if we got any big numbers on the top side. Bet we do. You got Coinbase. Mr. Armstrong, what the fruck are you doing, sir? What the fruck are you doing? Let's go up here on the monthly. Probably not even gonna get a monthly. Maybe just one. Yeah, not enough. Whoa. Hey, slow down there, Slim. There we go. And plus, it's only 21 day. We're gonna go a little more. Yeah, I don't like it. Let's go to a 5-day weekly. Look at this. Woo! Okay, we got a little target up here. Oh boy, this thing looks... Coinbase can get up above these RMLRs. Beautiful thing, man. We got a couple targets. The 30 is at 183. The 11's at 211. Let's see on this 5-day chart. We can... now look, the 30 is going to turn down. Tell you what, man. This 5-day, if you can get up here at about 174... you're going to open up a new 5-day candle above the 30-length RMLR over here. Wow, man.
Yep.
Power move. I could think it'd take off. What's a 3-day look like? Right at the 11. Right at the 11. Why in the hell is the future not projecting here, my friend? It's there. Continuous market override. Is that why it's not populating?
Probably.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Data feed, though. For whatever reason, the low length. That is a mess. Let's turn that off. No problem. Let's go to 2-day. See if we're above. That's a nice range, though. Point that out again. Go back to 3-day. See, that thing came back down. Tested the 30. Damn, it bounced. Ripped right up to the 11. Beautiful. We love our RMLR. We do. You know who else we love? We love Rumble, guys. We got a Rumble account going. We're gonna start streaming from Rumble from now on. Just like
nice.
And just like Steven Crowder says, YouTube, piss off.
Right.
Controlling freaks. Let's see here. We got a little target here on the 2-day as well. The 30 length is up here at about, and it's just right at about the 95.4 on the 2-day. About 3 points above it or something, 4 or 5. 172.5. 172.5 for Coinbase. And look at Coinbase, dipped down below the 2-day 33 power mean, got up above it, running right to this 30. I'm gonna be a bit surprised this week at least see this thing up another what? Damn near 15 points or something. Go Coinbase, you are on a mission, sir. To pull out my Rolodex, get Brian's number and give him a call, congratulate him. Let's see here. Above the daily 33 power mean. Yeah, snicker. Snicker. Interesting here. You were above. We're sitting above both RMLRs. The 30 lengths at 149.9. God, we're 10 points above that sucker. Looking good. Looking real good, actually. Give me a nice point to pull back to maybe next couple days. Yeah, this week. If this thing does pull back, I would imagine it's going to hold up 148, 149 area. As long as if Bitcoin keeps moving, though, yeah. Coinbase is going to suck the liquidity out of all the traditional markets. Let me see. God, look at this 4 hour. 4 hour just gap central, man, on this. Didn't notice that. Yeah, look at the 4 hour. You're up here by 99.7 Laplace, man. This thing is putting in some work. Holy shit. 1, 2. Third standard deviation, 99.7 Laplace. Okay. See what you're doing. Power move. Coinbase closes above these 95.4 daily levels. That's powerful. And right now, I mean, you're not even getting wicks into it, right? I mean, you're getting some wicks down, but they're not even. These bulls are vicious little boogers right now. Horns out, goring anything in their path. Coinbase up 12.5, 12.6. Go. Jesus, lift. Lifts up 35.5% on this earnings play. I gotta laugh. Holy shit, who got into that move? When was the last time Lyft dipped below 10? It's been a minute. If y'all remember, any time Lyft's dipped below 10, it's at a rip. I would say this is pretty much a rip. It's at the top of its monthly range, damn, or is it? 1, 2, 3. It absolutely is. Earnings play right to the top of the monthly, right to the daily 5th standard deviation. Good Lord.
Yeah, that's cool.
If you want to see what a bull looks like, that's a horn right there. That is a horny horn. You got to wick down to the 2nd resistance level, and it rips back up to the 3rd. Gee, many Christmas lift. Holy shit. I need to call my buddy in Tahoe and tell him, hey man, you should do Lyft and Uber, not just Uber. I know a bunch of people that do both. Why not? He's starting to make some bank too. He's cracking me up. He's getting all these airport runs out of Tahoe. He's making like $200-300 a day. I'm like, you go.
Man.
Yeah, but what he don't understand, because he's never been in that position, I was like, hey buddy, you need to open a savings account. You need to put back about 20% every week and do a savings account. I was like, you're going to get a 1099 at the end of the year, and it's going to fucking shock you. You're going to owe a lot of money in taxes. Don't let that sneak up on you. Don't let that sneak up on you. Because they want their money, and they want it now. There's no extensions. They're going to hammer you if you do not pay those taxes. And, of course, he's been a little irresponsible, so we'll see what happens. Once we get to the mid-year, I'm going to get back with him and be like, I talk to him almost every day, but I'll get back on the tax tips. So, you been filling up that savings account? Don't screw yourself, buddy. They'll come after you.
Yeah.
You're out in commie California, too. Those state commies will come after you. You're going to owe a shit. That's another bad thing living out there. State taxes are high. Federal taxes are already high. Woo! Put away some of that cash. You're going to regret it. I know people way back in the day that were doing contracting work and shit. Just never gave it another thought. Oh, no, I'll let it slide through. Like, okie dokie. Good luck. My dad worked for the IRS. I know the games they play. And I know all the tricks. I know all the tricks, too. Let's see here. You just can't throw up red flags. It's all. Hey, it's the same thing anywhere. You want to be quiet. And I'm going right back to trading. You know what throws red flags up? Using leverage. Right? Using leverage in these markets. You might as well just raise your hand. You don't even have to. right? You are on the list. You're on the hit list with all the other degens out there using leverage.
Yep.
Got to be careful, man. Got to be careful. You know what else will put you on the list? They see you scalp in low time frame volatility, right? Especially once they figure out you're not a bot, they're going to be like, uh-oh, you're on the target list. They are going to try to get you. And if you're using leverage on top of it, you're on the double hit list. Best case scenario, if you're
getting whacked.
yeah, if you're scalping low time frame volatility, do not use leverage because they're going to come after you hard. They're going to come after you hard. You're just going to have to be quicker. You'll notice it too. It's going to be harder for you to get entries.
They literally have meeting about these.
Yeah.
About individual traders, like individuals. If you think you're smarter than the market or whatever, know that in an unregulated market, these exchanges are literally targeting individuals.
Yeah. Big time.
Even small accounts, they don't care. Small account, it doesn't matter. They'll target you.
They'll take your $100 and run with it.
Yep.
Or they'll take your 100,000.
Typical account deposits around 5K, average, maybe 10K to the upside. They will target that.
Yeah. Guys, when I first started trading crypto, I was in the leverage. I was using leverage. Lots of it too. I think I've talked about it before. I'm going to talk about it too much. Guys, I lost like 4 or 5 Bitcoin, man. Look at the price right now. How much money I lost using leverage. $250,000 at the prices right now. It's no joke. I learned my lesson.
Yeah.
Learned my lesson. Leverage is bad.
It is. I mean, overall, for the average trader, yeah, it is bad. Absolutely. Are there exceptions where you can use leverage on a trade? Of course there are exceptions. But generally speaking, the average retail trader should not be using leverage, especially on a volatile asset.
Yeah. And you know why I was using leverage and getting wrecked? Not only was I using leverage, I was swing trading volatility. You know who taught me all that?
Yeah.
Mr. Eric Crown. Mr. Eric Crown, the greatest trader on the planet, who couldn't throw a right cross to save his life because he's a little fucking monkey muscle man. That fight was pretty funny. Watching those.
If you really want to use leverage, you try trading commodities. Then you can have an excuse.
Yeah. Yes,
trade
sir.
Wheat, trade soy, trade corn.
Things like that.
Things exactly. Things that move a tiny amount on any given candle. Move that with leverage. But even there, you got to be damn careful. And if you look at those assets these days, and you tell me that they're any less volatile than crypto, frankly, they're not. It's just that they move less percentage, but they're still very volatile.
Look at Bitcoin. That last 33 minutes. Didn't notice that. I was stuck up here on freaking Lyft.
Oh, yeah.
All hail
Lyft. Poop out of that thing.
Dude. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I've been looking at these earnings plays all last year in 23, the beginning of 24. Guys, I haven't seen an earnings play this big. 35 freaking %, fifth standard deviation on the daily, top of the monthly range, 1 day.
Yeah,
1 day.
Good.
Was down, literally, was almost down at the first support level on the monthly. Yesterday, it was at the 1 SD, just humdinging along, earnings come along, wham! Anybody that sold some puts or, got in on some intraday premium, take your profit. That little pullback right there, you'd be surprised how much premium just got sucked out of those calls up there. Crazy. Got to take your profits. Got to look. Adobe's over 600 now. Jesus Christ, man. Some of these stocks are just freaking off the chain. What's Nvidia? Nvidia's at 740. Hell, got Netflix at 572. What's that? SMCI? Oh, I'd say SMCI won the race to 800. Jesus, it's almost at 9. It's almost at $900. God, and the way Lyft's acting up here, I wouldn't fade this. We've seen this happen on earnings plays. It's just holy crap, man. The distribution was super wide on the daily. The monthly range was tight. I'll go ahead and say tight. You're at the top of the monthly range in the fifth standard deviation on the daily. Above the fifth standard deviation on this 4-hour candle. We're gonna end on that 10:30. You guys, I want to thank everybody in the Discord, in the live chat. You guys are great. You're here every day. Hey, we see you. We know. If you're watching on YouTube, you were lucky enough to find our stream. We're gonna start dropping our Rumble links. You're gonna start watching us on Rumble. We'll still send our streams to YouTube, you know, into the YouTube ether, wherever the hell that's at. But yeah, I'm gonna start a new stream on Rumble, which we are gonna love. I'm thinking, yeah, monetize us. All right, guys. So, link to the Discord is in the description of all these videos. When you join the Discord, come on in, open a support ticket, request the free Volatility Starter Pack. All right, now it's going to be better if you have the basic, a basic membership with TradingView. You're going to be able to get this chart. If you're using the free one, it's going to be tricky. So you ask in your support ticket how you should set all this stuff up. And we'll leave it at that. Wherever you live at on this big, beautiful blue marble, have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening. We'll be back tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Much power. Hey, wow.